beans.
Do you want to put them in something?
Wow.
So I'm having a cup of coffee, and I thought as an exercise, coffee liking to grow in the tropics, we could become the seed and grow out, and lots of sunshine and tropical downpours, and then we're harvested, and then we're put out on big tarpaulins, and we're left to dry, and the tarpaulins are shaking around, and then they're scooped up and graded and roasted.
This is very complicated.
And it's very complicated, isn't it? But it gives us a lot of movement.
You can cut out a few.
And then we're ground up.
Yeah.
And then we're put into lovely drinks.
Oh, wow. What a delight. Yes, so much energy that goes into drinking the actual coffee, but not the drinking, all the process that happens before you get to drinking.
Yes, there's something between the cup and the lip, isn't there? Or oh, no, that's not right. No.
Something like that. Yeah, all those people involved in the process of creating coffee.
And I wonder about the coffee pickers are being exploited too when you see documentaries of these women, in the hot sun picking the beans.
Yeah. Or even children who are doing the coffee picking. Yeah, absolutely. When I went to Ethiopia, there's coffee houses all over the place, especially in Addis Ababa. And the Ethiopians are so proud of the fact that they were the ones that discovered coffee. And it was from a shepherd who threw the beans out onto the field, and the sheep actually started to eat it. And then they realized, the sheep's energy has changed and become quite bouncy. And then that's how they started to realize, wow, we can do this. We can drink this ourselves. And then that's how it spread all around the rest of the world. So there you go.
It's amazing, isn't it? From a small beginning. Yeah. What happened?
From a shepherd. There you go. So coffee, let's go over that storyline, that dramatic.
I'm not going to remember that.
So how shall we begin? The coffee bean? Oh, look at Spozzy. He's laughing.
He's right in the act, yes.
Hey, he's had a bit of coffee beans, I think. Was he? God, he's funny. Yeah, so what have we got? Coffee bean?
Coffee beans.
Yeah.
And then we plant them.
Okay, so we plant them.
Seeds.
In the soil.
Yes, and then they need a lot of sun.
Yeah.
How do we do with sun, Jackie?
Even if we could do it round, but we could also do the energy of the sun.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And what about a tropical downpour?
Rain.
Oh, yes.
How do we do that?
Yes.
And how do we do lightning? Is that lightning?
Yeah, great. Maybe tropical downfall with the fingers going vertical, and then you were doing lightning. Yeah. Okay, great.
Yeah. So then
already that's a lot of movement.
It is.
The bush grows and flourishes. And then it produces some beans. And then what do? We pick them?
Beans?
Yep, we could pick them, yes. And then you went through that amazing process of hulling and grinding them.
And then they have to be laid out on tarpaulins to dry and what we call winnowed.
Okay. Right.
And then I suppose we grind. Is that a good movement?
Yeah, that's lovely. So grinding, and then let's use both hands. So we go one direction and then the other. Yeah, great.
Then into the coffee pot.
Yep, lovely.
And the boiling water. Are we drinking it black or are we having milk?
Well, I think it's pretty bitter when it's black. So milk or sugar, but preferably no sugar, just milk.
Yeah, so we're pouring some milk in.
Although I like having black coffee if I'm eating a cake.
Yes.
Especially a sweet cake. Yeah, it's contrast.
Some slow movements to have a drink.
Oh.
Lovely.
And then I thought to finish up with thank the world for giving us this. So how would
thanking Mother Earth. Beautiful.
Yes. One of those.
So,
Gratitude.
Yes.
oh, yes, I hadn't thought, well, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Gratitude to Mother Earth. Maybe we can go into, that's a lovely ending shape, isn't it?
Yes.
Sorry, that might have taken a bit too long to put all that together.
We can cut out
That's all right. We can have a go at doing that with music, and then we don't have to speak it. We can just do the actions. Yeah.
Mhm.
But at least we know the storyline
Yes.
or the narrative.
Hmm.
Beautiful. Wow. Epic. It's always epic, Pete. I love it. So I thought I'd show you this. And this came from some lovely friends of mine who we walk our dogs sometimes, and I looked after their dog once, and that while they were going to Vietnam, and they brought me back this beautiful bowl.
Isn't it beautiful?
Gorgeous.
So lovely, and very light. So I don't know what it's made from. Maybe bamboo, but the way it's painted is exquisite. Like it's got these classic, designs of dragonflies. I assume that's a dragonfly, and these other, spiral type of images. So I assume the spirals would be something about seasonal changes, but I'm just making that up.
You can say what you like.
Seasonal, you know how the seasons change, and lots of cultures have designs of spirals. And, dragonflies are also symbols of new life, coming out from the sun. And this, yeah, that's another spiral there too. So isn't it beautiful?
Gorgeous. What do you keep anything in it, or?
I do. I keep these beautiful ninty beads in there.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, aren't they gorgeous?
Yes.
So love them. So I have to be careful, because if they get wet, or in the shower or wherever, if they get wet, they sprout.
Oh.
Because I did with the necklace, and I wore it in the shower once, and a couple of days later, one of the beads popped. Just goes to show that, there still is energy in things that we think.
It's amazing, isn't it? Yes.
So that stays nice and dry in there.
Lovely.
Isn't it beautiful? So I do love the dragonfly, and I do love the
I like dragonflies.
and the colours. But yeah, I thought maybe I could start with the beautiful shape of the pot. Yeah. And then it has a lid on top, downward action. And then I thought we could come out into a dragonfly like this. And we could take our arms behind us, slowly stretching and shaking of the beautiful.
Your bracelet's making the right noise.
Yeah, they're making a good noise, aren't they? Yeah, and then I love the spiral action of, the seasonal changes. I'm not sure if it is, but I'm feeling it is. So a spiral out one side and then the other side, or even just fingers doing the spiral. We can make it larger when we start to dance with it. Yeah. Or we could do one spiral here and then use the same hand, go over the other side, and then change, spiral, and then spiral. How's that feel?
Terrific.
Yes.
Wow, wonderful. Okay, so let's go over that again so I know what I'm doing. We start with the beautiful bowl that has the roundness in it, and then the roundness on the top going down, that's the lid. And then from there we transition into the beautiful dragonfly and the wings behind us with straight arms flapping. Lovely. And then from here we would just then do the spiral. I might use one arm because that's a good stretch across the shoulder. And then the other arm. And we could make that small. Yeah, we could even speed that up. So many different ways to choreograph an idea. It's all about making a choice, really. Lovely. Helen, have you got something, or are you,
I was following a bit on from the bird theme earlier,
yeah.
and I have my glass bird.
Oh,
It's a hand-blown glass bird
yes.
from
What type of bird is it?
we don't
If it had its tail down, it would be a spotted quail thrush, which is a ground dweller. But looking at that, it's probably a bristle bird.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
are very similar to blackbirds, as you're probably aware, but live in the coastal scrubs, and
Yes.
you hear them rather than see them because they're rather skulking. But they have a voice almost as powerful as a lyrebird.
Wow. What's their voice? Can you say it?
Can you sing?
No,
No.
I mean, you don't see them, and you can be about 3 meters from them, and they'll let out this incredibly loud warble, chortle, a bit like a magpie on steroids.
Okay, that's pretty full on.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It's so rounded.
Yes, the glass.
And it's got the tail, tactile. Yeah, the tail going
Lovely.
up.
Even
The lovely colours that you probably can't see it, but if you get the light shining through it, there's beautiful colours.
Yeah, gorgeous.
And we got it from Red Hill at Mornington Peninsula. It was hand blown. Yes, yeah. It's just gorgeous. I love it.
Even the way that you're holding it, that could turn into its tail.
Yes.
Yeah, and like you're sort of showing us on an angle like that, and
Through the light.
and then you also did a beautiful action with your hands like this. That was lovely too. Yeah.
It's good. I love it. It just feels really nice in your hands.
Yeah, exactly. Let's change hands.
And the little beak.
Change hands in the camera. That's right.
Yeah.
So one hand underneath and the other one extending. Yeah, lovely. So it's like we're holding the chest and then the tail flaps.
And the tails.
Lovely.
The little beak at the front. It's a very dainty little thing. Yeah.
Yeah, the little beak is cute, isn't it?
Cute. Yeah. You can see that. Probably can't.
Yeah.
I'll put it close up there.
Really lovely.
Yeah.
So lovely.
It is gorgeous. I love it. Yeah. I sit on the windowsill so the sun comes through it.
Yeah, nice. Beautiful. I love that beak too. Let's imagine we've got maybe two of these, what are they called? Bristle birds?
Bristle. Because they have whiskery type things that stick out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hey, bristle birds, yes. So maybe we could start with the bristle bird beak, because that's and then turn one into the chest and the tail, and we could even extend the arm out, to there, and then bring it in, extended it out there. Lovely. And then you also did something like that, holding the actual
just holding it.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, like that.
Your hands like that. Yeah, maybe just your hand like this, and another one here.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Let's try that again, Helen. See if you like it. So we've got the beak. They're talking to each other. That's it. And your fingers are their tail.
Yeah.
And then that turns into the bowl or the chest, and then the fingers are here.
Yes.
And then they extend.
Tail.
Into the tail. Lovely. Let's try that on the other side. Extending the tail. Good. And then you had holding the bird by the chest.
It's quite gentle.
Quite gentle. Or we could finish it off by letting them fly. Yes.
Yes. Good one.
Wow. We've got lots of actions to do.
We have, haven't we? Lots of arms and hands.
Yeah. And let's see. I did have Afro-Latin. Let's see if this music works. I'm sort of feeling that we need something a bit softer. What's this like? Oh, that could work. Yeah. going to coffee. So planting them, they grow up to the sun. Rain. And they get harvested. Put them on the rack in the willowing. Then we put them in our pot and grind. Pour them into our cup. Right on cue.
Very good.
Let's go to Dragonfly. Bowl. And now Helen's. Oh, lovely. Well, let's give thanks to Fatuma Diawara. She's in concert in Germany, and she's from she's from Mali, of course. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, our movements were starting to look like
They were.
yeah, coming from Mali. Great. How does that feel? You feeling okay?
Oh, sorry, that's.
Yes.
Yep, good. All right, well, let's put it into our body with the shoulders and the arms and the legs. We'll move
So,
back
yes.
a little bit.
We've just lost you for a moment, Jackie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's stopping too.
I can see me, but I can't see you. So
That's all right.
All right.
No,
I go to, I wonder if I go to speak.
Helen says it'll come back in a moment. So we'll.
Okay, all good. We'll keep going.
Yes.
Let's go to the shoulders.
This one.
Good afternoon. My brother Ahmed, special guest tonight for you guys. Have you seen the movie Malibu? Ahmed, my brother.
Merci.
We are all the same.
Merci Fatou.
We are all the same. Merci. Ahmed the kidder. He's gonna come back. Are you okay? The next one is called the Boloko. This song is about a female genital mutilation. We still have this practice in Africa. As a woman, it's normal to talk about myself because I don't want anymore this practice because it doesn't make me. It won't make me more spiritual people. It won't make me better spiritual women. I don't need this practice to be stronger. I don't need this practice to be in touch with my roots, not to be intelligent. I think Africa in the past and Africa today is not the same. When I sing this song, it's not for myself anymore because for our generation it's still too late. But now I'm free as a woman to sing for the future generation.
Great.
We can decide a no for our daughter. No.
Yeah, well, I thought I might stop the music at that point because even though the music's beautiful, she's actually talking about the practice of female mutilation, which doesn't quite go with what we...
Oh, I wasn't really listening to what she was saying.
And I'm glad you weren't listening. Well, I mean, what she's saying is absolutely spot on.
Listening to the music behind it, yeah.
Context with what we're doing. Yes, but that's okay. This is where often I have this too with my teenagers when they start dancing to funky music and it's all sexualized, misogynistic music, but they love the rhythm. They're not hearing the words. And the words become subliminal. Yeah, so I'll fast forward her music, even though I do love what she's saying. It's fantastic. Let's have a listen.
Thank you so much. Tonight you have Jean Leoy from Cameroon, Africa. Jean-Baptiste Badwe from Togo. Africa! Colin Laroche de Philippe, our artist brother, our soul brother. One word, we have all red blood. It doesn't need to be African to speak music. It's one language. Colin Laroche from France. I'm Fatimata Jawara from Mali. Africa! The next song will be dedicated to all people who are not able to travel in this world like you and us. As you know, we are not here forever. We come from some reason. And this time, we are all like a butterfly. We should fly. Human need to travel to get some information that he cannot get at school. No. This planet is so huge, so spiritual, so powerful. Not everything can be learned at school. No, no, no. You know, the planet is like a huge book. And countries is like your page. The more country you do, more you can read from your book. You get more experiences. And how do you know? My brother are not able to do that. This young generation, so intelligent, so powerful, so ready to fight for this Africa, so ready to change this Africa for the better. They can travel like you and us. So as a woman, as a mom, as African daughter, as African women, I'm gonna cry to my African governments, to all continents. From now, if travel is not possible, let's try to get a solution. That means maybe to stay home because the youth are dying every day in the sea. It's about 12 years old. It's about who's gonna change Africa today. If travel is not possible, let's stay home. Because Africa needs its baby to have a better future. Clandestine. Ko sababuke, ko sababuke ya, ko sababuke rakanza wowe, ya. Kolore wila kubeta hatuna, kolubeta wadini na hatuna. Hallelujah, hallelujah, katso. Hallelujah, hallelujah, toba koluma, klame na holy Allah. Deme bagate holola ho fasola, kone konye ma uogli. Yeah. Olube sankele fila sabana ni midoro, oro bolon fila shiri kononto. Olube sankele fila sabana ni midoro, oro bolon fila shiri kononto. Go down Clap your hands for my brother. Everybody, come on. We are all nomads. We are all nomads. We need to move. We need to go. To go. Be free. Free, 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 free like a man. Now do
Oh, beautiful. Somehow we went through coffee and thunder and lightning and dragonfly and spirals and into a bristle bird. That was great. Did you like a particular movement there, Peter?
Oh, that to me was a good stretch.
Yeah.
And you can almost hear the dragonfly's wings, you know,
Yeah.
with the two pairs of wings that they've got, how they sort of crackle when they're flying.
Yeah, that's right.
Crackle's not the right word, but you understand what I mean. You can hear that. Zzzz.
Yeah, it's like a vibratory.
Yeah.
And that's just the perfect movement.
Yeah.
Great. How was it to have two different dynamics? You've got a very long stretch here, and then you've got the vibratory wings. How did that feel?
How did that feel?
Yeah, I'm thinking. It's a stretch. It's a good stretch, but
You need to think about
What
it.
you have to do is come from a centre, exactly like the dragonfly. So the wings emanate out. So you have to stretch from the middle and then lengthen into the hip, down the thigh. But at the same time, you're keeping the foot on the floor for balance and balancing on your other hip. There's a lot going on.
Mm.
Yeah.
Good one. Yeah, I agree. That's probably a good movement.
Okay, so let's do just a little bit of standing and dancing with our other beautiful rhythm of Afro-Cuban music, Afro-Latin music, I should say.
Oh, I'm just laughing at your dog.
I know, God, he's funny, Spozzy. Yeah, cool. All right, here we go.
came in last time.
You can hear my words, so I'll talk you through it.
Yep. I'll just.
But my camera's showing you, so don't worry. Okay, let's go to Dragonfly. So we have the pot, the rounded arms, and then the top of the lid goes up to the top of the head and down. And then the fingers come down and up and the elbows in. And the fingers shake into the wings of the dragonfly. Yeah, then extend the arms behind you. That's it, Peter. Stretching and vibrating. Then we go to the spiral. Changing of the season. So going up and around and down, and then extending out to the other side, up and out and around and down. The spiral continues and reaches out. Good. Change of season. So can you see me, Helen and Peter?
Yes, there's a tiny square in the corner.
Oh, okay.
That's better than nothing.
Lovely. So, let's try that again. So we start with the coffee. Planting the coffee. Well, let's go with the next lot of music. Hang on. Oh, that's it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Got bristle birds. Good. And now the two of you face each other. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Good. And now dance around in a circle. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, good. And then he comes bird's chest and the wing. Bird's chest, wing. Good. One, two, 3. 1, 2, 3. Here comes the bird's chest. 1, 2, 3. Holding the bird. 1, 2, 3. And extend it. Good. Face each other. You're doing this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Turn around and face each other. That's it. Good. Going around each other in a circle. Good. And then holding the little bird facing each other. Let's get our coffee eyes on again. And let's grind. Good. Pour the coffee. Drink the coffee. Yeah, feel the buzz. Okay, we better dance back to our chair. Good. Oh, that's great music, that one.
That was busy. Yes.
Lovely.
Yes.
Good. So let's just pat our hands on our thighs and sides of our hips and the backs of our hips. Great. And to our knees and down to our shins and our calf muscles and feet.
Nice.
Good. And chest, shoulders. Oh, even Spozzy's having a shake.
It is, yes.
And arms. Good. And up the side of the inside of the arms and the chest. Down the inside. Good. Shake it out. Tap our feet. Good. And you might lean back in your chair and shake your feet. Good. And now let's just do a little stretch for the legs, for the hips. So taking your feet a little bit wider apart. Good. And your toes are slightly out. Great. So holding on to your knees and then reaching out through the top of your head, holding on to your shins. And then if you can hold on to your ankles and drop your head slowly down. And hanging there as long as you feel. And then coming back up. Put your navel onto your spine using support for your lower back. Bring your hands slowly up to your knees and your hips. Great. Shake your feet out. Good. Take a big deep breath in and out and in and out. And one arm up, in, breathing in and out. Let's change arms. So one hand up to the stars, the other one down to the earth. Great. Shake the shoulders. Lovely. How'd you go, Peter?
Good.
Did you have a favourite movement that you liked?
No.
I liked this one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I felt like a bristle bird.
I like the rhythm again. That 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I like the rhythm.
It really is. I love that fusion of the African and the Western, you know, which is very Afro-Cuban, Afro-Latin. It's a beautiful fusion of the cultures. Did you like a favourite movement, Helen?
I think I like the stretching ones. Yeah, anything that puts the arms right up, I think. Yeah. Yeah, those sort of movements. Yeah, I like those.
The
Yeah.
lymphatic system going, doesn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, especially the reaching up and out and back, and the arms go behind you into the dragonfly.
Yes, that's a good one.
Yeah, great. Lovely yawn there and stretch, Peter. Fantastic. Well, let's go into our body of sound and get the beautiful sound vibration into our body. And if you're wanting to light a candle,
Should we get that back? But I just don't know. I just wish I couldn't do that.
so my candle is for two people actually. Certainly my father. And the other, did I tell you last week that I have a dear friend of mine, or two friends of mine, John and Thais, they own the Trentham Redbeard Bakery. Yeah.
Yes.
And Jono's got a terminal aggressive brain tumour.
Oh,
The hideous things, aren't they?
you
Yeah.
told us, is that the person with the bakery?
Yes,
You
at
said
the
it was,
bakery,
yeah.
that's right. So I'm going to do a little,
Hear that?
beautiful, Helen.
It's a new one.
Oh,
I
lovely.
wore the other one out with the dancing.
Yeah. I think I'm going to have to get a long, skinny one as well. That looks beautiful. Yes, so I'm going to be thinking of John and his family, Thais, and he's got three grown-up boys. Yeah, so this is for their family.
Yeah, that's hard, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really hard.
Horrible. Mm.
Yeah, so I think, what about you, Helen and Peter? Is there someone significant?
Anyone significant? No.
Send it to yourselves then.
They're not. No, they're all not. Touch wood. They're all okay at the moment. Yes.
Isn't that wonderful? God,
Yeah.
gratitude for that.
Yes.
Lovely.
Oh yes. Well, it's all too hard.
Okay, let's start with our breath. So, breathing in and expanding our ribs, and breathing out, collapsing our lungs, and breathing in, expanding our ribs, and breathing out. Let's take that a little bigger. Breathing in, expanding, and breathing out, contracting. And the first word, breathing in, and we say, Om. And the next sound, I. And right up to the top of the head, shrim.
Where's she going?
Lovely. Let's start with the top of the head. Om. Shrim. To the eye. Om. Shrim. Change. Shrim. To the ear. Shrim. Change. Shrim. To the cheek. Shrim. Change. Shrim. Nostril. Shrim. Change. Shrim. Top of the lip. Shrim. Bottom lip. Shrim. Roof of the mouth. And big, deep cough from the back of the throat.
Ha!
Lovely. To the chin, sweeping down the body. Down to the throat. Into the ribs and the chest. Across to the shoulder. Down to the elbow. And to the wrist. Base of the fingers. Fingertips. Cross to the other shoulder. Down to the elbow. To the wrist. Base of the fingers. Fingertips. And down to the lungs. And to the stomach and the spleen and the liver. And down to the intestines. And then down to the hip, inside the hip joint. And down to the knee. Down the shin to the ankle. To the base of the toes. To the tips of the toes. And down the sole of the foot to the heel. And up the back of the calf muscle to under the knee. Sweeping up the side of the leg to the hip. Sweeping around the back up to the pelvis. And over to the other side, deep into the hip. Sweeping down to the kneecap. Down to the ankle. Down to the base of the toes. To the tips of the toes. Around the sole of the foot to the heel. Sweeping up the back of the calf muscle to under the knee. Up the side of the leg to the hip joint. Around the back of the pelvis. And around to the front to the navel. Across to the abdomen. other side. Mind shrim. Sweeping around to the lower back. Mind shrim. And coming around the front to the lower dantian. Mind shrim. Thinking of the colour red and grounding. Mind shrim. Sweeping up to the sacral plexus and the colour orange and our expressive part of our body. Mind shrim. Moving up to the solar plexus, the colour yellow. And up to the heart, the colour green. Sweeping up to the throat, the colour blue. Sweeping up to the mind's eye, the colour purple. And up to the crown of the head, beautiful crystal diamond. Let's take all the colours of the light spectrum right around us, cocooning us. Mind shrim. Mind shrim. Mind shrim. Let's go up and over the whole planet. Mind shrim. And holding Mother Earth. Mind shrim. Going around the whole world. Mind shrim. And to our country. Mind shrim. And to our community. Mind shrim. And to our family. Mind shrim. And to yourself. Mind shrim. And to each other. Mind shrim. One more for yourself. Mind shrim. Just bathing in your beautiful light vibration, grounding all that beautiful colours of the light spectrum into your body. Wonderful. Well, thank you, Helen and Peter.
Thank you, Jackie.